Oh, hey there. Hey guys, if that intro didn't scare you guys off, then hello and welcome to my channel video thingy McBobber. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than my usual videos. I'm going to be reviewing an older comic story arc. By the way, you guys, I am so sorry I haven't gotten many comic reviews, or really any comic reviews, up this month. Like, the video I filmed of me going to the comic shop, that has literally been the only chance for me to go to the comic shop this month. This month has been hectic and crazy, but believe me, I will be heading to the comic shop soon, and I will be reviewing the Superman Batman when it comes out. I'm telling you guys, I will go to every single comic shop if it ends up like being sold out at places. I will go to every single comic shop I have to get a copy of that. Okay. So I'm going to be reviewing a story arc that came out in 1991, and it is from the old Legends of the Dark Knight series, and it is entitled Venom. It is a 5-part story arc. Now, the reason I am reviewing this is because, well, the reason I bought it altogether was because I thought it sounded like such an interesting storyline. It kind of deals with drug addiction, but it has its own kind of twist on it. Now, it is a Batman storyline, and it features Batman getting addicted to a drug called Venom, which a common user that you guys probably know of is Bane. Now, the story arc of Venom, just so you guys know, this does contain spoilers for the story arc. If you guys want an overall opinion, then I actually do recommend hunting this down on eBay. I don't think your local comic shops will have it, but you can ask. Some of them have, like, the comics from 1991. If you're lucky, you might be able to find this entire story arc there. But I highly recommend it because I think it is honestly an amazing story arc. I think the storytelling in it was really great. Of course, it had its flaws in it, as I believe every single comic tends to have flaws in it, and a whole story arc, there's got to be a few flaws in it. So it does have its flaws, but overall, it's really strong storyline. It's really powerful, and it sends a huge message, and it takes the kind of phrase of drugs will turn you into a monster, and it takes it to a more literal sense. So getting into the more spoiling part of this story arc contains one of Batman's first greatest failures, which was an inability to save a young kidnapped child. He was not strong enough to remove a kind of boulder that sat between him and the child he needed to rescue, which of course would send anyone, like, I believe if anyone's failed to save a child, it would send them into being depressed, especially someone like Batman who has taken it like on his shoulders to save every person in need in Gotham City. So Batman takes it really hard, and he decides that after being offered to partake of the drug Venom, which is a physical enhancer type of steroid. I actually have the definition from the comic. The arc of Venom lasted from issue 16 to issue 20 of the Legends of the Dark Knight series in 1991. So the exact definition in the Venom story arc of this drug originally, when actually the child who passed, her father is the one who got Batman hooked on Venom. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into the storyline and describe every detail like I usually do, because I've tried that before and the video ended up being 30 minutes long, and nobody has time to watch me speak for that long. I could probably do it, and I have, but it's not enjoyable. What the doctor scientist person says is basically what I do is alter the molecular structure of certain chemicals to obtain results not found in nature, custom make them as if to enhance human potential. So at face value, what it looks like these drugs will do is make it so Batman can save people at a more inhuman level, that he can do things that expand his potential, because we all have limits as human beings. Like, Batman is supposed to be a symbol of human, like, potential, like he's as strong as a human can get and as brilliant as a human can get, stuff like that. And so in this, Batman ends up taking up the offer to partake of Venom. And obviously this whole story arc is going down. It's, spoiler alert, it's a trap. And if you guys were doubting whether or not this was worthwhile to get, Batman wrestles a shark. If this doesn't remind you of the old Batman movie, I don't know what will. So Batman ends up getting hooked on Venom, and it's not what it seems to be. It doesn't just expand his human potential. It pretty much turns him into a giant jerk. And he doesn't even dress up as Batman for a large amount of time. Now, like I said, I'm not going to give away a lot of the details. Let's just say it goes with this whole thing of Alfred takes off for a period of time. Batman realizes just how addicted he is to this. So pretty much it's showing just how bad drug addictions can get, but it's showing it with an iconic character like Batman in a comic book storyline. So it has that comic twist with like Batman, and they put a twist on drugs, but also having a very real, powerful message behind it that even the most dangerous man on earth and a man as powerful and like strong-willed as Batman can still fall victim to drug usage. Now, the storyline, like I said, it has its ups and downs. It ends up, Batman has to detox and get over his addiction by having Alfred lock him in the cave for a month, and he somehow grows a beard down to here, hair down to here in a month time. But, you know, maybe Venom causes large amounts of hair growth. But like I said, it takes the whole drugs will turn you into a monster thing very seriously. Overall, the story arc of Venom had very strong writing. It had parts in it that made me actually get emotional. It was a very sad storyline, but it also had so much in it that's keeping you interested. And it's interesting to see such a human side of Batman, because you get to see him fail quite a few times throughout the Venom story arc, especially in the beginning. It's always interesting to see those stories where Batman is supposed to be earlier on in his career, and it's interesting to see different choices he made. Now, I doubt this is still canon any longer in the New 52, but despite whether it is canon or not, Venom is a strong and powerful story arc, and I highly recommend getting it. Now, like I said, I didn't go into details in this because I didn't want it to be too long. I wanted to give you guys kind of just kind of what happens in it, and I do know I probably rambled longer than I should, but it's really interesting to see how Batman falls, picks himself up, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't say the end, spoiler alert, is a complete victory, which just makes it that much more realistic. Because in life, you don't get these victories tied up in a perfect bow. You go through crap, and the crap isn't always solved at the end of the day. At the end of the day, life goes on, there's another challenge, and you win some, and then you lose some. So overall, I give Venom 2 thumbs up. Like I said, has its writing's flaws, every story does, but I recommend you guys trying to find it on eBay, and yeah, maybe your comic shop does have them. My grandparents said they know a giant comic shop, which I still need to go to, that has tons of stuff from like that era, so maybe you can find it there. I don't know. But like I said, it came out in 1991. It is 5 parts from issue 16 to issue 20. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a terrific day.